So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's video. Yes, we're back with eFootball 2023, the first official eFootball 2023 gameplay that I'm going to show, even though it's basically the same. But we are here today. I did sit down last night and I did play some matches. I recorded them, but I don't have my PS5 in my office, so I kind of just recorded them in 4K, uploaded them to the tube, and here we are. One of the videos is still processing HD, so whatever. I was going to show you like the stadiums and stuff, but we already know about that stuff. But anyway, before we get into today's video, exciting news, folks. Look at that. What a face that is. So there it is. I'm officially a United States citizen, folks. I took the test yesterday. I passed it. And here we are. So yes, I still have my dual citizenship now, so don't worry, I'm still British. I've just gone for the citizen way because it's much easier than me doing the old green card. Also, before we get into today's video, we're about 200 subscribers away from the 100,000 mark. So if you enjoyed today's video, please do subscribe for football news and stuff. Because once FIFA is out, folks, don't worry, we're going to be playing career mode. I'm going to get back to putting out actual gameplay, and then we're going to go from there. Right, so today's video, let's get this going. I thought I'd do it a little bit different in the sense that I'm going to kind of talk about like the defending, attacking, animations, goalie, just kind of different categories whilst I'm showing you the gameplay, and then kind of go from there. I will be brutally honest, I have not played eFootball in like a month. This is a purely offline experience, review, impressions, and let's go from there. Now, first things first, I'm going to run this video, right? So this was the match that I was going to initially do at one of the new stadiums, Atalanta Stadium. Was it called Gevis? I don't know how you say it. Anyway, I was going to play this match, but apparently there's something wrong with playing at this stadium at night. There's also a few errors because I'm going to see if you guys can notice this. I'm not going to say anything, but I will pause it when I can see the issue at hand. You know, because that's what you do, right? Let me actually make myself a bit smaller so you guys can actually see what's going on here. Right, there's one of the problems. Can you guys see it? Can you notice a problem right now? It's right there in front of your face. Remember, we are playing in the Gevis Stadium, which is Atalanta's. I'm taking on AC Milan. Can you see the problem right now? It's right there. Manchester United. What is a Manchester United banner doing at an Atalanta stadium when they're not even playing? So, for some reason, I mean, I picked Man United as my favorite team. Once again, there it is. That's a problem. So, Konami, there's already an issue at nighttime. I didn't see this at daytime because you're going to see... Oh, no, I didn't show that one. The match you guys are going to see is actually Roma against Lazio. But, yeah, I don't understand why... There's Man United banners, and it's all around the sides. It's very, very odd. Anyway, and then once we got into the gameplay, just to show you guys, this is how it was. It's like you're playing online. It's very, I don't know, it's like the frame rate's gone completely tits up. So, Konami, there's your first problem. This stadium at nighttime, and once again, look, all around the sides, it's saying Manchester United. Man United's not playing. This isn't Man United Stadium, and it's right there as well. It's a bit off. So anyway, I recorded this for about 2 seconds and I said, I can't play like this. This is dreadful and forget it. So let's actually move on to the proper gameplay. But I wanted to put it out there because Konami needs to know there's something wrong with this stadium at nighttime. Right, let's move on. All right, folks, so here we are. We're at the Stadio Olimpico. I decided to go for Roma against Lazio. You know, Dybala is there, isn't he? And Chris Smalling brings back the memories. We should have kept Smalling, to be honest. Would have been far better than Maguire. I know, keep going on about Maguire, but let's be honest, it's probably not the time for Maguire to be playing. But anyway, that's beside the point. Let's talk about the update, right? I'm going to be brutally honest, as I always am. As I said, I sat down, I played a bunch of matches. Initially, I did a Manchester United Inter Milan one. Man United's transfers were up to date, minus Casemiro was not in the team. But other than that, you had Eriksen, you had Malacia, and Martinez at the back as well. So it was good to play with the team. No real changes when it comes to this. The lineup's the same. Obviously, they've got rid of the really light blue and they've changed it for the dark blue. It looks better. I still don't understand the pink, but they've decided to go for it. And there he is, Mr. Dybala himself. So let's talk about this. And I will say, the first match I played with Man United against Inter, I was all over the shop because I haven't played this game in like a month. I'd forgot how to defend. And yeah, it's probably not the best game for you to watch. This one's a little bit better. Is there goals in this? Can't remember. There might not be. There may be. I don't know. But there were chances either way. It was just one solid, straightforward match between the two. Let's start this off by talking about the graphics, okay? This was captured on the PlayStation 5, right? 60 frames, 4K and all that stuff. And I will say, graphically, well, also, we're going to be playing on broadcast camera because I kind of changed the camera. But graphically, this game has a lot of work to do, folks. It is miles behind the likes of a next-gen FIFA. I put a video out the other day, talking about sort of, you know, will eFootball ever really become next-gen? This is not great defending from Lazio, but they got it back. And, you know, I can't see it happening anytime soon. You know, we keep talking about this mobile approach. And for me, folks, yes, this still is catered towards mobile. I mean, trying to combine mobile and PC and next gen is very, very difficult. It's why you just don't see it. How many games out there right now are on mobile, but also have a completely different experience on console and a next gen? There isn't too many of them. Even FIFA has their own separate mobile game built for that specific purpose. So graphically, this game has a lot of work to go, a lot of work to do. It looks better in cutscenes. Like when you actually see the kits themselves, they look good. It's when you're afar, you just don't get... I mean, on PS5, this is not really worthy of a PlayStation 5. You could play this on PS4, to be honest. But anyway, that's just me. Like right here, as you can see, the turf doesn't look great. There's just a lot of work graphically that needs to be done. Whether you agree with me or not, it really is not where it should be. But whatever. We've kind of got to grips with the fact that eFootball is never going to be that great graphically at this moment in time. Look at this defending by myself. Absolutely shocking. A little bit annoyed with the goalie because he decided to not come out. And Immobile said, thank you very much. We're going to smack that into the bottom corner. So there we go. So, first thing first, graphics, not the best. I think the kits look nice. Yes, the player models are all right. It looks better in cutscenes, but the actual gameplay could look far, far better. It's not up to the level, obviously, of FIFA Next Gen. Let's move on now to... I want to talk about animations as well, because for me, this game has got potential. Remember, I'm doing this as an offline person. I'm not playing online. I think online is very subjective. It could be a really good match one game, and then the next match it could be complete pants because the connection's gone tits up, right? So it's all subjective in that part because it depends on connections, and I was trying some dribbling with Dybala just to kind of test it out. I mean, defending right now, absolutely shambolic, but here comes the Smalling man. There he is. What a beast. So, yeah, offline, I think this game does play well. I had no issues with it, running smoothly. But online, obviously, is going to be completely different, and that's why I'm not going to be talking about, like, the online experience. This is purely offline. This is sort of a preparation for Master League. How is this game going to fare? And personally, folks, I think there is potential for a very good Master League mode, as long as they keep working on the AI, you know, and the, you know, players are being a little bit more adaptive, teams play differently. At certain times in these matches, the AI were very aggressive, which is what I liked. And then there were other times, again, defending all over the place here. Look at this. Cool as you like from Mancini there. Beautiful stuff. That's how we roll. But yeah, terrible pass again. I was still trying to find my feet. As I said, I hadn't played eFootball in a long time. So I think this is a really good impressions review because coming from myself, I can't believe they've got Binance on their shirt. You guys having a laugh? If you guys don't remember that, I got hacked and it was Binance who were streaming on my channel. But yeah, I think it's a good review from someone like myself because I haven't played this game, as I said, for a long time. And just kind of picking it up again and playing it, I don't know. It felt pretty good in the hands. Once again, this is all offline. Were there issues? Yes, I still thought at times it was too easy to get past the defenders. There were a few niggles. I don't know if it was this match, but there was a problem at one point where the players just didn't register. But then again, this is happening in FIFA. It's happening in eFootball. I can go on and on and on and on about the AI in FIFA, but I can also go on about the AI in eFootball as well. So they both have their negatives and they both have their positives. But anyway, I was talking about animations before I got distracted. The animations on this game are too recycled, okay? And that's probably one of my biggest gripes I have right now. This game would feel so much fresher and newer and more evolved if Konami would go in there and put in a ton more animations. I tried the old flick on here because we're seeing the goalies are diving the same way every single time, and it looks bang average. Have a look at this. What a ball in that was, and it was an own goal. Can you believe Abraham hitting it off the post, and then the goalie decided that he was actually going to put it in the net himself? But yeah, it was a nice stunned cross. But yeah, if they just worked on more mocap. I know FIFA has their hypermotion tech. Konami have to find some way to bring in just a whole bunch of new animations. I think the Unreal Engine has a lot of potential, and that's why the other day when I spoke about does FIFA need to go Unreal, some people were saying no, they don't. FIFA just needs a new engine, okay? I don't care what anyone says. The Frostbite engine is not very good. The Unreal Engine has potential. It's got a lot of backing by a lot of different companies because so many companies use the engine itself. So I think in the long run, it is a smart move for Konami to go to this engine. It just wasn't kind of smart with the way they kind of went. I don't know what I was doing here. I was fondling myself, and then the goalie just... That's what I mean. Stuff like this, there's still problems. But anyway, yes, the Unreal Engine for me, it's got potential. Konami just need to start adding new animations to the goalies, defending, the way they tackle, the way they shoot, because all of the animations I'm seeing are still being recycled from PES 21, PES 20, PES 19. It's laziness on Konami's part, and if they just weren't so lazy, this game could be far, far better than what it is right now. But anyway, besides the point, animation-wise, there does need to be a lot of work that needs to be done. Let's move on now to defending. Defending, I've kind of changed my mind a little bit. I put out a video probably, what, a month or two ago now, talking about how defending was kind of easy now and the game kind of holds your hand and does it all for you. And I have kind of changed my mind after playing yesterday and sitting down and trying to adapt to it again, because as I said, I hadn't played it for a while. So the first game, core blimey, I was all over the place. I forgot matchup was L2 and you had to use X and square and all that stuff. But I will say it has got a lot better for me. I feel like you can defend pretty well as long as you... A lot of the time when I'm playing the AI, right, I like to let them get the ball. And there are going to be, I think, times in this game where you'll see that. I'll drop off a little bit deeper, and I just like to see how the AI will actually play on their own without me hounding them non-stop. When you're online, you can't do that, right? Everyone's pressing hardcore press, and they just want to close you down non-stop, so you can't play actual possession a lot of the time. Whereas offline, you can. You can work the ball round, and that's what I like to do. I like to just sit back, let the AI play, and see if I could defend. And I could for the most part. I used matchup at the right time, like something like right here. Yeah, I enabled him to whip the ball in. The goalie clears it away. Wijnaldum clears it away himself. And then Bosch. So defending has got better. Certainly for myself. And I don't have as many problems as I had before with the game and defending itself. I made a few tactical changes, by the way, at half-time. I decided to put Kluivert as a left winger. He was also on full blue. So he was very, very nipple. Nipple. I said the old nipple. He was very, very nippy in the middle of the park. And then we brought on Pellegrini. I think I pushed him into the AMF role and took off Cristante and pushed Wijnaldum in there as a DMF. And then we move into the actual match. All right, so let's dive into the second half. So yeah, defending, I think is decent. I don't think there's going to be too many Binance. Can't believe those bastards. So yes, I think defending when it comes to like the Master League series that we're going to see next year, I think as long as they keep working on it and improving it a little bit more, I've got no problems with the actual defending in this game now. Now let's move on further. Let's talk about... What should we talk about? The attacking side of things and bringing the ball forward. And once again, I think it's fine. So this is where I'm going to kind of sit back, as you can see. And I'm not going to dive in. I'm going to try and hold the shape of the team. And when needed, then we'll do a little bit more pressing. But stuff like that, bomb, steal it off the AI. I mean, the AI does need to react a little bit better, a little bit quicker at times, because half the time they're asleep. But, you know, that's stuff that Konami can keep working on time and time again. Here we go, Dybala. Go on, son. I mean, when you get it with Dybala, you have a shot from distance. But, yeah, attacking as well. I thought it was fine. It was free-flowing. Like, I had a lot of matches where maybe I had 7 or 8 attempts on goal and the AI had, you know, 5 or 6 themselves. And different teams obviously will play in different styles. You can do this too many times as well, by the way. From corners, I mean, I was half asleep again. But from corners, you can generally just play it on the edge of the box. And the AI aren't really going to press you a whole lot. So, you know, these are all little points. But I'm just trying to get my point across of things that Konami do need to work on. But from a general standpoint, and when after playing FIFA and then coming back to eFootball, folks, I will say, yes, gameplay-wise, far superior eFootball, because I just feel like it's a proper football game where it's not a crazy pace, right? It's a nice pace. You can ping the ball around. You can play football. I mean, there is midfield problems there where you kind of look at it and literally, I mean, this is where it does get a little bit silly because I do this often with the AI. And as you can see right now, like who's marking this guy? You know, you wouldn't have that many players. They've got 2 players marking this guy, and this is what I talk about FIFA needing to sort out that AI position. In Konami, you can do exactly the same. Learn, you know, because right now, all I have to do to completely cut out all these players is that 4 players are now gone. I flick that on, and I've already taken 6 players out of the game by playing one little ball through from a goal kick. So those things do need to be addressed because it's far too easy and you can do it over and over and over again. But, you know, it is there, right? But yeah, attacking, as I said, no problems. I had a lot of good matches where it'll be back and forth. Players are making runs. I still do miss enabling players to make runs myself by flicking the right analog stick that you used to be able to do in PES 21. Maybe, folks, one day they'll bring that back. I think I was messing around here for ages trying to find out who was a decent free kick taker. So let's go ahead and fast forward. Then I decided to have a go with Pellegrini. It was the old knuckle shot, and it was a relatively comfortable save. So, you know, basically, folks, look, because, you know, yeah, as I said, animations is one of the key things that if they just put new, fresh animations in this game, it would freshen the whole game up massively. Absolutely massively, because that's one of the biggest things. It's like a wrestling game. If you keep upping the animations every year and you put brand new animations in for the next 2K game, people are going to look at it and go, oh, that's new and that seems a lot fresher than it is. Maybe it is a very simple animation, but just by adding that, it gives the game a whole new edge. So those are things that I want to see Konami address. Defending, as I say, I thought defending is fine now. I had no problems with it. Attacking was back and forth right there. Players reacting. You know, the Lazio defender probably could have reacted better, but it was good to see, like a prime example there. Like, so right here, you know, that, he just needs to react faster. But Spinazzola did react quickly. And then watch this guy, bang. He did just commit. He didn't mess around. So that's good to see. Don't want to see the AI fondling themselves and giving you too much time on the ball. But yeah, honestly, folks, I don't really have too much to complain about in an offline perspective. My biggest gripe with eFootball is there isn't enough to do at the moment. Offline, there is nothing. Yeah, they've added some more teams finally and some more stadiums. You can still only play with the eFootball ball, by the way, which makes no sense. Give us some more balls to play with. But you can see right there, look, they just got on with it. It was free-flowing. Now I can swing the ball around again and start possessing. I didn't play on manual. No, I didn't try out manual. I'm not going to do manual for the time being. Watch this play from Cliver here. Watch this. Beautiful. Give it back to him, son. Lovely. Now he takes him on. Watch this. Ready? A little bit of a shimmy. Skip pass. Cuts inside. And a comfortable save. Once again, it's a recycled animation from the goalie that we've seen time and time again. Konami, just do the animations, man. Trust me, we'd understand it. We'd appreciate it. We'd love the game that much more. But anyway, let me know your thoughts, folks. I mean, you know, that's pretty much my 2 cents on the game. As I said, I don't have massive issues with it. I actually enjoyed the matches I played. And I really feel like when they finally get Master League out next year, which they are working on, apparently, during the going over Twitter the other day, I was looking at, what's his name, Durandil, one of the modding guys. Went into the code and did see that, there's one Adam's strength, or did see that basically They are working on Master League. It's in the code. It's very similar to what we've seen with PES 21 with the whole cutscene. So I don't expect a mind-blowingly good Master League experience, if I'm being honest with you, but just something for us to play, and then they can evolve it further and further. I still think them doing the whole mobile crossplay is going to restrict them on what they can possibly do with Master League. How robust can you make a Master League when it's going to be on a mobile device as well? I don't know. This is the things that we'll have to look at. But anyway, what's Zanilio here? Zanalio, beautiful play! And a comfortable save for the goal. Yeah, we started dominating here with 10 minutes to play. And yeah, Lazio was struggling to get the ball out. But you guys let me know your thoughts. I mean, I like the pace of the game. I think the pace is great. And as I said, I think defending works now, attacking. I would like to see more shooting animations as well. Once again, it all sort of works in tandem. The animations will stem throughout the whole game. Goalkeeping animations, shooting animations, the way they tackle, the way they switch play, all of that stuff can all factor into animations, which in turn makes the game feel that much fresher. But for the most part, I enjoyed it. I think next year is going to be... I'm going to have some hope that next year is going to be a much better year for eFootball and Konami themselves once they decide... Look at this play from Dybala. Beautiful feet. Got a little bit carried away with the double touch. But yeah, once they can get Master League out and really cater to us offline players, maybe there'll be something there to do. But watch that. Ooh! And honestly, look. A lot of chances that AI had, and this is on Superstar, by the way, they did miss. It's not like every shot went... you know, on frame, on target. Once again, though, you know, it is late in the game. Players are looking tired now, and you can see the game is rather stretched. And once again, I do like that fact that during the beginning of the match, it's a lot more of a higher tempo, and then by the end of the game, players are starting to tire. I just couldn't keep this alive, and, you know, you did feel like you're at the end of a game, and the stamina was depleted. But you guys let me know your thoughts, and, yeah, we'll be back very, very shortly. I do want to get back to streaming. I do need to do that, but I will say this is a solid update for offline play. Online, I don't know. I don't care about. This is purely for my offline experience. I had no problems with responsiveness, and player switching was actually reasonable, so I can't complain too much. Anyway, let me know your thoughts below. We'll be back very, very shortly, and until next time, subscribe for more. And their referee, see, even the same refs. They haven't even changed them. Same bloody refs. Anyway, till next time, take care. And they always do this. I don't really see the point of this, but, you know, it is what it is. Make it relevant. Take care.